right, Hempster. So this quick video is going to be a walkthrough of one of the most popular hemp companies in the world, one of the original hemp food companies out of Canada. I want to do a quick website walkthrough. The main intention here is to give you some idea on my thought process when I'm looking at conversion rate optimization, copywriting, design flow, how the user experience is, as well as SEO. Like, how do we actually create a landing page, a homepage in particular on this video, to get conversions, to get found online, to get traffic, to increase those sales and conversions. So let's hop right in. All right, so the website we're going to be looking at here is ManitobaHarvest.com, one of the original hemp seed companies out of Canada. First and foremost, there's nothing wrong with having a pop-up like this. I certainly recommend it. However, having it be the first thing that you see when you come to the website is a little off-putting. People don't like pop-ups in general, so waiting at least a certain amount of time or a certain amount of depth in scrolling on the website is certainly advised before the pop-up comes in. And then it says unlock 25% off your order, and then just the email, continue. That's fine. I might be a little bit more creative with my call to action button and say something like, grab my deal before it's gone. Create some sort of urgency or scarcity, like we only give away, 20 of these a day, or something to kind of make it more enticing. So the other thing is it doesn't have like an X, or maybe actually it does have an X, but from a user experience, you want to be able to see that X here. I'm assuming if I click over here, it'll go away, but making sure that that X is clear, or getting rid of that X and just putting a closed window text down below the button is also good. But yeah, so it goes away when I clicked on the outside of it, which is fine. So I'm in the US. I'm guessing the website will be custom based on what I click there. And we've got the website cookies, fine. I'm just going to close that. Now we've got another banner here. I'm not sure what this banner is, but it looks like there's an X button. So just from a user experience, some things could be cleaned up here. And the first thing we want to look at is the navigation section. So very clean, very simple, nothing wrong with it. We've got our shop our products, about us, learn, and then recipes and blog. I would most likely put the recipes and blog under the learn so that it has less options. The more options people have to choose from to click on things, the less likely they are to make a decision. So when you minimize the things to click on and just try to focus on the most important things, it's an easier user experience and less overwhelming. So I'd most likely put recipes and blog under learn, just because that's something that could be nested there. Now, about is perfectly fine, and then shop our products. Nice drop down, easy to navigate menu with imagery. Nothing wrong with that at all. So now for the hero section. This is known as the hero section, or above the fold. So anything that's above this line at the bottom of the page is called above the fold. That term comes from reading the newspaper, when the newspapers used to be folded, and it was the first half of the fold that you would read. So this is the above the fold, and then this is the hero section. Your hero section needs to have some sort of promise. This, to me, for a couple of reasons, needs quite a bit of work. Supersede it. Very clever. I see what they're doing here. They want to, kind of be like tongue-in-cheek, like fun and all that. But the reality is we need to tell people why they're on this page, what the benefit is, who this is for, and how it's going to actually help them. So not only is it not clear who we serve, why it's important for them to choose us over other people, some sort of unique differentiator, but also there's no keywords in here that would actually get them found in the search engines. Like no one's going to type in the word super seed. They're going to type in hemp seeds or hemp hearts or hemp protein powder. So I would try to incorporate a keyword that they're trying to rank for this website. Even Manitoba Harvest, I mean, this is a very popular brand. So using some sort of keyword relevance is going to be crucial. And if we look at this text, we can inspect the element. You want to make sure that you have one H1 tag. So this might be a little bit difficult to see, but you can see this is their H1 tag. The H1 tag is the most important text on the page. So when you're ranking for a specific page like your home page, you want to focus on the overall topic that you want to rank for as an entire website. So if it's a specific category or a brand name, whatever it is that you want to rank for, you want to make sure that that's in the title, H1 tag. And then like shop, so that's the hero page. One thing that they are doing well, I believe, is their imagery is nice. You know, you can clearly see blueberries and orange, raspberries, cinnamon. So they're giving you a nice visual. One thing I might do differently though is a visual of someone using the product and the end state that you imagine them experiencing after your products. So healthier, happier, stronger, more fit, like the end result that you are going to get them to experience with your products rather than a picture of the product. So somebody using the product in the end state that your other ideal customers can imagine them experiencing. So I'm going to breeze through this a little bit quicker. Shop our products. Now, one thing immediately I'm noticing again is no keywords. Shop our products. It says nothing about hemp, hemp hearts, hemp seeds, hemp protein, etc. And then if I inspect this element, once again, this is an H2 tag, which is good. So you want to have a hierarchy of importance of the content on the page. So H1 is most important, H2 is second most important, body copy or paragraph copy is the third most important. So once again, no keywords in the small but super. How to use super seeds. Still, super seeds, I don't think many people are typing in super seeds. Overall flow and format is clean. Like there's nothing wrong with the design, user experience, buttons are clear. One thing that we do like to make sure that we do is the button or the call to action on the page should be the same color all throughout the website so that when someone sees that color, they know that's what's to click. So shop our products is the main thing you're trying to get them to do here. Now, learn more about hemp foods, okay, how to use, which is, this is fine. Blend in smoothies, sprinkle on yogurt, shake on a salad. We're hemp's biggest fans. Supersede your recipes. You've got your blog section. And then a couple of 5-star reviews. I would maybe try to put more in here. I'm sure Manitoba Harvest has probably hundreds of reviews. Maybe just to balance it out, adding a third one in here could be a good idea. Featured in section, not a bad thing to have for credibility and authority. One other thing I would do to get people's email, because you do want to have a way to convert people if they're not ready to purchase today. So 25% off is actually a really, really good offer. So I'm sure they get some good conversions on this, probably at least 2% conversion rate. But the other way to get people is give away something of value other than a discount. That's great. But try some other lead magnets, downloadable recipes, PDFs, checklists, something of higher value that they can consume and apply right away to get some value out of as kind of another lead magnet that could be tested here. But that's a quick run through, just a little bit of insight that hopefully you can apply to your hemp website. If you want a complimentary SEO audit, send me a DM here and I'll get you a link. No charge, happy to do it for you. Want to help you guys succeed with your hemp products. So thanks for tuning in.